Hi everyone, I'm in Santa Clara Town Center. Wanted to make a quick video real quick on something that I touched on recently. I think it was about work ethic, and I wanted to just touch on something really important because oftentimes, when you're building your career, as I've stated, from my experience, because now I'm in Texas, Corpus Christi, and I'm trying to get my master's and I have a lot going on, but it's like, I'm with the soccer team as well, and so with the freelancing side, I have a lot going on. But I mentioned in the video about how, in the words of Brian Tracy, there's a crow. I mentioned in the words of Brian Tracy that success is about completing task, and about if you do the task, go on to the next one. But I wanted to talk on something else, like, oftentimes when we're in a situation where, it's like, I was gonna say, we're like, oh, things are rough for me, I'm in a bad work environment, I need to get out of this place and go somewhere better. Or or when I was in LA and I first got there, I did door-to-door sales for a marketing firm, and I was let go from that, or more like I was asked to leave by Friday because I wasn't making enough money to the door-to-door sales company standard, and I was not making enough money to the company standard, but that became the start of my digital marketing journey at the time. So, but at that time, I was grinding and working my socks up in LA. But it's like, in every situation, I've always had to grind. So I mentioned how with every season of your life and every situation, the work ethic changes, and you don't need to be so great. It's no more go mentality. But I wanted to come on here and share that if you're in a situation where it's like, I was doing door-to-door sales for a marketing firm, I was let go, I got to find another opportunity, or I'm in a toxic work environment, that's not the best work environment in Wyoming, I need to get out of here. Or if you're in that situation where like, I got to get the heck out of here, I'm going to go, foot on the gas pedal, nothing else, no distractions. And when I'm out of this work environment, or when I'm get my next gig, then I'll be able to prioritize the other things that I'm not really prioritizing as much. I'm saying to you this, like, the way for somebody that's in that situation with that work ethic right now, that's a good mentality to have. You will definitely get out, you will definitely get your rewards. But the way to prioritize the other things while you could still have the killer instinct, that work ethic, is this. Sit down with yourself, ask yourself, what are the things that are really important to me in my life right now, regardless of the situation I'm in, regardless of, whether you left a marketing firm, regardless if you're in a toxic, not the best work environment, not the best place in the world to work. Like, ask yourself, sit down with yourself, what are my priorities? What are the things that are most important to my heart? That if these things left my life, I can't live with myself, I have to make time for it. If it's like, I'm stretching, my full body stretching, stretching the pec minor, stretching everything, strengthening my core, like me. Or at the time, if you're like, I'm in a relationship with somebody that, is somewhere else, and I'm in this new state that is not the best place in the world for me to work. I'm trying to get out, a relationship you're in, whether it's lifting weights. For me, I was in Wyoming, I was lifting weights again. And also making sure that I have time to watch, I was watching Dancing with the Stars this season, it was great. And so it's prioritizing the things that are really important. Also, job hunting, doing research, all the places I wanted to go, the Midwest, Texas, now I'm in Texas. So it's knowing all your priorities, sitting down with yourself, writing, you can even write them down, like, because I have a notebook of all the things I write down with ideas, but write down all your priorities that are really important to you, and then ask yourself, okay, how much time a day do I need to do, so with lifting weights, how many minutes a day do I need to lift? That's important. And then it's like, okay, with job hunting, how many minutes a day should I spend? That's good enough for me to get everything I need to get done. With the relationship that I'm in that I want to prioritize, how many minutes a day can we talk? How many minutes a day can we FaceTime that I can prioritize? And then if you're like, I'm at work at a news station, I don't get home until late, and then I got to get home and I got to start writing to improve my skills at my work. How many minutes a day will I be at work? And then when will I get home to practice my skill? How many minutes should I really put in that? Or how many days a week should I put that? If you're like, I can do that a little bit, like 15 minutes before I go to sleep, or I can do that every Tuesday, Know all your priorities, write them down on a piece of paper, write them down on your phone, on the Notepad app, or whatever app you use. Know how many minutes a day you need to really do those things, and how many minutes a day is really important that you give that your time and attention to. That's going to work for you, and that's going to work for other people involved in your life. Also hanging out with friends. Like right now, I'm talking to you guys, I'm making this video, I got to go be somewhere, meet one of my former singers. At Mission College, I was in the choir, so one of my tenor singers, we're grabbing dinner this evening. So it's 4:40, so it's like, I know how much time is gonna so right now I'm making this video, I know what I want to share with you guys, I know how long it's going to take me, and I know when I need to be back home. So, well, more like in the videos I just shared, but so it's all about knowing your priorities, being aware and writing them down, or keeping it, knowing how long you need to take to each of them, and giving each of those priorities your undivided attention and respect. Like, meaning, if you're lifting weights, you shouldn't be on your phone researching jobs. If you're talking to your significant other on a FaceTime, you shouldn't be on your iPad. Like what I was doing in Wyoming, big mistake, and I was surfing and trying to look up sports teams, Iowa, radio stations, and my mind was moving a million miles a minute, as she used to tell me. Give that person your undivided attention, respect. Same with stretching. When I'm stretching, am I working on lifting? No, I'm stretching. I'm doing work on my core. So time management is not as complicated as people think, guys. Know your priorities, what's important, and go out there and give your undivided attention and respect. Have a great day.